In today's video, I'm going to be discussing a Social Security letter going out to millions upon millions of beneficiaries that you may want to watch for because it is very important. That's the focus of this video. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. All right, now generally we typically don't get all that much information from Social Security through the mail. However, a couple times a year we do get some paperwork, including in December, we all get that letter that we look forward to showing us exactly how much our benefits are going to be increasing as a result of the COLA that is usually announced in mid-October from the Social Security Administration. It also points out exactly how much the Medicare Part B premium is going to be taking from our benefit, and then at the end of the day, how much will be deposited into our bank accounts each and every month. So that's always a letter that we look forward to, at least some years we do anyway, right? When we see that raise coming into our benefit. Now that generally comes in December. That's not what I'm talking about here in this video. Now next, we usually get our SSA 1099 in January as well, giving us our tax documents that we need from the previous year, pointing out exactly how much we got from Social Security in benefits the previous year as well. And again, we can use that for our tax purposes, and that again, not what I'm talking about right here in this video. Now, generally, that is the only paperwork that we get on an annualized basis from the Social Security Administration, except for some people obviously do get some specified paperwork throughout the course of the year. But for the most part, that's about all the communication that we usually get in any calendar year from Social Security, except for some exceptions to the rule, right? However, I do want to bring this to your attention because millions upon millions of beneficiaries are getting the letters that I'm going to talk about here in this video, and this is something you certainly want to keep on your radar because if you do happen to receive one of these letters, you'll need to take action on it to some degree. And again, why I want to point it out for you, not everybody is going to be getting one of these letters. And again, thankfully, because you may or may not want one of these letters at the end of the day, okay? That's why I want to bring it to your attention. And this is something I've seen in the headlines a lot as of recently. The last several months here, this has been out there. This is major controversy. A lot of lawmakers are currently working on this and asking for a solution with the Social Security Administration because this is not necessarily a very welcomed letter by a lot of people that do receive these. So either way, I want to bring this to your attention. It is out there right now. It is happening. Millions upon millions of people are getting these, and this is something you definitely need to know about because a lot of times, let's just be real for a second, okay? If you go to your mailbox, you open it on up, you see all the junk in there, you scan through it, look for any money or checks. I mean, that's what I do anyway, right? See if there's anything good in there, and then others is like, it's all bills, who cares, throw it away, right? But then at the end of the day, if you see a letter from Social Security, sometimes it can be like, I don't know what this could be, right? I don't know if I really want to open this. I don't know what it could say, right? Sometimes it can be a little scary, like, are they taking my benefit? Are they going to cut my benefit? Are they giving me a raise? You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a little bit, nerve-wracking to maybe look at one of those letters and think, I just have no idea what this could be, right? So anyway, I want to bring this to your attention because a lot of times we can just maybe take those letters and set them aside and be like, I'll address this some other day. I'll look at it some other day, right? Well, you probably don't want to do that, but again, well, I'm going to talk about it here in the video, which, by the way, if you're enjoying this video so far or you are enjoying any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. It's totally free to do so. Do yourself a huge favor. I'm here for you every single day, advocating on your behalf, doing all the research that you don't need to, and breaking it down into these short videos. I have been for several years now, thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. I want to do what I can to help you out. It's been a very confusing time the last few years here, a lot of major changes, and as of right now, election year, we all know, a lot of things are happening, and I've said it for many months now. Social Security beneficiaries and fixed income, low income, you are in the spotlight this year because they want your attention. Again, you know exactly why, right? So anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so, and feel free to share the video with your friends on my social media. Again, big share button down below. Thank you. Truly appreciate your support. We got to stick together right now, and again, I'm going to do what I can to help you out. All right, so let's talk through these letters now. So this has been a very hot button issue for several months now, if I can say that in a nice way, right? This has been something that's been popping up, and there's been a lot of controversy about this. And again, the acting commissioner of Social Security a handful of months ago testified in front of Congress about this exact issue. So here's what it comes down to. Millions of beneficiaries are being overpaid on their monthly benefit. Now, I know you might be thinking, oh, I'm not getting overpaid. Yeah, I know. We all might want to think we're not getting paid enough. I agree. That's the case for a lot of beneficiaries. However, unfortunately, this is the case that's happening, is that a lot of people, millions upon millions of beneficiaries, are being overpaid. And guess what's happening? Social Security is sending them a letter saying, hi, we looked at your account, we reviewed your benefits, and looks like we've been overpaying you for X period of time, and now we're going to have to get some of that money back, right? So this is the dreaded letter that some people are getting, okay? So generally about 1 million plus of these letters are going out every single year. Now get this as well, $23 billion. That's a lot of money. $23 billion, not million, billion dollars is outstanding right now as in overpayments to Social Security beneficiaries, and they're trying to get this money back. Now, who is this generally overpaid to? That's a good question. According to the statistics, it's pretty much everybody across the board. Social Security retirement, disability, SSDI, and SSI beneficiaries. Now, to be fair, the bulk of these overpayments are going to SSDI and SSI beneficiaries. Why? Why would they be targeting these individuals? Well, here's generally why. Now, this is not always the case, but this is generally why, okay? As an SSDI or an SSI beneficiary, you can have a little bit of income as an SSDI or SSI disability beneficiary, right? But if you exceed the thresholds of income, or in some instances, if your situation changes, as in like an SSI beneficiary, if you get married or you move or you buy something or, whatever, or you get, an inheritance or you get some money or something like that, the situation changes and all of a sudden your benefits may be at risk of garnishment or even ending. So that's the scary part, okay? So as a result of that, this is pushing a lot of people into the category of, well, all of a sudden now their benefits are too high according to the Social Security Administration and according to their basically eligibility based on their exact situation as far as their benefits go. So as a result of that, there are tons and tons of people getting these letters saying, hey, we overpaid you by X dollars for this period of time, and now we're going to expect you to pay us back in 30 days. Or 30 days, right? I know, right? That's a joke. I mean, seriously, it's not a joke, but I'm just saying, to pay somebody back Social Security thousands upon thousands of dollars in 30 days, yeah, I'm sorry, that's not happening for like the vast majority of people, right? So anyway, as a result of this, these are very important letters. Now, there's a couple different things you can do about this. So number one, you could do the thing that obviously I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do in this video. I'm not going to advise you what to do here in this video, but option number one would be you just simply cut a check to Social Security and say, here, just leave me alone. Here's the money back. I wouldn't do that, okay? Now, you can do whatever you want. I'm definitely not here to advise, and I'm not going to tell you what to do here whatsoever, so this is not advice, but I probably would not take that approach. You can also file an appeal, okay? So this is another thing as well. You can file an appeal and basically say, you've got this wrong. This is not right. And I'm going to file this here appeal. If anything, the appeal may kick the can down the road a while. It might freeze the operations on this. And, it would stop the whole thing for at least a little while until the appeal is either granted or they say, no, I'm sorry, we're denying your appeal. Okay. You can also go back to Social Security and basically say, hey, I simply cannot afford to pay this money back, and ask if they can forgive it as well. So this is another option. There's steps that go through this. You can't just call one day and call a representative and be like, hey, I got this letter and, I want to appeal this and I'm not going to pay you back. It doesn't really work that way. You need to go through the formal appeal process, and you need to go through the formal process of actually filing this paperwork with them and basically telling them your situation and telling them why you're not going to be paying them back. So this does work. Can it work for everybody? Probably not, right? I'm just simply saying these are the action steps you can take if you would like, and this is what you can do about this letter, okay? So I'm going to say this much. Crossing my fingers that nobody receives this letter, but unfortunately, that's not realistic, okay? People are receiving this letter all the time. 1 million plus people a year are receiving these overpayment letters, and they're very detrimental for a lot of people. I've been reading tons of stories about this. People receive the letter, and I saw one case where people were forced out of their home because they could not afford to pay that back, and they were actually they went homeless because of as a result of this letter, okay? Not a good situation. Now, again, I just want to make this very clear. I am not here to scare anybody. That is not my intention, never has been, never will be. But this is a serious issue, and if you receive one of these letters, you got to take action on it right away, filing the appeal, or basically saying, hey, I don't have any money to pay you back, and it's not happening. So you might want to waive this, and that may be an option as well. But you need to go through the necessary steps, and the formal way of requesting that and they'll give you steps right there on that letter if you happen to receive one of these. So please be very aware of this. Lawmakers are potentially working on a fix for this. Of course, I'll keep you posted on that. But this is what's still happening as of right now, and this is a very scary thing that could be happening. So if you receive a letter, please open it up right away, see what it has to say, and if it happens to be one of these, I would certainly say check out those appeal or waiver options and do what you can there. So anyway, this one I want to share with you really quickly. If you have not done so, again, subscribe down below. Totally free to do so. Share the video with your friends having social media. Share button right down below, as well as go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, including the thousands in the video library or those that I've hand selected for you down below in the description or at the top of the comment section. And until next time, enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll catch you again later in the